Dollywood is a place people love, and some would even argue that's what really put Pigeon Forge on the map. But who's behind this amazing park, and how far does her influence reach across the Smokies? Today, we're going to talk about Dolly Parton. Welcome to Bear Facts, where we explore the Smoky Mountains one bear fact at a time. Welcome to our channel, everyone, and thank you again for listening to us today. If you've watched my channel in the past, you might be familiar with my content and what I do and how I go about it. I do love exploring the Smokies and talking about our experiences, and that hasn't changed. And though this video might seem to be a detour from my norm, the crazy thing is it's not all that different. We're still going to be talking about the Smoky Mountains, but instead of a specific place, we're going to be taking a look at a specific person and how they have shaped and changed the cities of the Smoky Mountains and how her influence has helped define the Smokies as they are today. And like I said, this is going to be about Dolly Parton. Now, to be clear and transparent, before ever visiting the Smoky Mountains for the first time, I had little to no knowledge about who Dolly Parton was, or to be frank, still is. And truth be told, I still don't know much about her as an individual. But as I started this journey into my recordings and discussions and videos of the Smoky Mountains, I started learning about her. Not through her songs or public appearances, yet rather through the small bits of information I learned as we walked through Sevierville or entered restaurants and noticed road signs and attractions. And then, of course, we finally visited the park. And this was my true introduction to the famous singer. And I believe it's kind of what the real person is. Not the persona that she shows in the public with the platinum blonde hair and over-the-top image, but rather a quieter story of how she shaped the Smokies in a way that most people don't even realize. Now, one thing I won't be doing is changing my methods. I'm not into celebrity gossip or behind-the-scenes drama. So even though I'm going to be focusing on Dolly Parton in this video, it's not going to be a biography of her life. I might talk a little bit about it because it is relevant, but I'm going to be focusing on her relationship with the area and how you might start seeing her influences. You can go on Wikipedia and all these other places and learn all about her, but what you really can't always see are those subtle differences that she has made through her music and personal influences in the area. There is a little bit of background information you probably should know before learning anything more about Dolly Parton, and that is that she was actually born in Sevier County and grew up in the Locust Ridge area, just outside of Sevierville. And it's that simple beginning that became a big part of how people understood her story. And what made it unique is not just about the story you hear about, but her songs that explore her life and her history. But not in a way that seems tragic, even though you could have interpreted that way, but rather a humble beginning where she learned and overcame obstacles in her life to become the strong, independent person she is now. Now, most people are not going to go out of their way to go try to find Dolly Parton's personal childhood home, but if you are mildly interested, they actually have recreated the cabin in the actual Dollywood Park. So if you're in the park itself and are interested in her past or her childhood, they actually have that sitting there. And there's information and plaques about her childhood and her family right there in the park for you to see and enjoy. Dollywood has been the biggest and most influential platform which Dolly Parton has used to express herself and to let her voice be heard. Through this major amusement park, the park has helped not only tell her story, but also has helped shape and define the entertainment industry in all of the Smoky Mountains. And here's the interesting thing. The history of the park itself didn't even start with Dolly Parton. In fact, the park was there long before it became Dollywood. And Parton herself actually used the park and the history around the park as part of a platform or a template in which she and her business associates continue to build off of. So what many people don't even know is that the land that Dollywood sits on was actually a railroad tourist attraction called Rebel Railroads, and then later became the Silver City, Tennessee. Both Rebel Railroads and Silver Dollar, Tennessee, both were family-friendly attractions, and they both actually embraced the industry and the history and the culture of the community around them. One of the ways that they did that was with the train. No, Dollywood was not the one who put the train tracks down. In fact, they were the ones who picked up afterwards. The train tracks were laid by the Rebel Railroads and later still continued on with the Silver Dollar City, Tennessee. Under new management and a new name, the park then started to add on, continuing to build on the sense of community and industry in the area. One way they did that was by putting in the ride Blazing Furies, and that was added in 1978. It was built to honor the brave firefighters who often risk everything when wildfires ravage the area, a problem that is still an issue in the Smoky Mountains. Then later in 1982, they added the grist mill, which once again reinforced community and history by showcasing one of the most essential components to a community, which was a grist mill. During that time, they also added the Robert F. Thomas Chapel, which acknowledged the importance of religion in the Smoky Mountains and the communities around. When Dolly Parton partnered to help develop the park in the 1980s, she expressed her goal was to grow something that celebrated the culture and the people of the Smoky Mountains. She wanted it to feel real and not manufactured and to reflect the traditions that she grew up with. And of course, she encouraged them to continue on with what they had already started to build on, such as leaving the trains and maintaining the grist mill along with the original rides that they developed before the property became what it is today. And on top of all that, they also kept the chapel and continue to have mass and religious gatherings there as well. As the park continued to develop, Parton pushed to make sure that her core values were reflected in each addition to the park, also driving the industry in the surrounding areas as they also followed suit. The park not only embraced the crafts and arts district by adding a whole section to the park where you can find shops that provide unique and handmade items, but they also made sure that each ride in the park follows the theme of the Smokies, as well as the entertainment and food you find. And in the park itself are small pieces of Dolly Parton herself, of course, bits of history and personality that many don't even realize the significance of. One example is the Pines Theater. Many people don't know that before she became famous, she was performing locally, and one of the places she performed was the Pines Theater in the downtown Sevierville area. Another truly unique attraction at Dollywood, one which actually has an impact well beyond the borders of the park, is one that the famous singer played a major role in bringing to life, and that is the Bald Eagle Sanctuary. It's known as the Eagle Mountain Sanctuary, and this is a massive 30,000 square foot aviary, and it's one of the largest collection of non-releasable bald eagles in the United States, housing birds that can no longer survive in the wild due to injuries or disabilities. Many of these birds were found in difficult situations and given a second chance here through a partnership with the American Bald Eagle Foundation. Sanctuary also supports breeding efforts, where select pairs of eaglets can be raised and are eventually released back into the wild. And it's a rare combination of conservation, education, and storytelling, all tied back to Dolly's vision of making Dollywood more than just a theme park, but a place that reflects and protects the natural beauty of the Smoky Mountains. And of course, the park has had a major impact on the area financially and economically. That, in turn, has helped shape the entire tourism industry in Pigeon Forge and the surrounding cities. Dollywood has grown into one of the largest employers in Sevier County, helping to support thousands of jobs and bring millions of visitors each year. They also offer a tuition program called Grow You, a program for those looking to continue their education. Now, Parton's influence and personality can be found in the cities outside of Dollywood itself as well. The downtown Sevierville area has embraced that connection to Dolly in a very visible way. Here you can see the statue of Dolly Parton sitting outside the Sevierville County Courthouse, and it has become one of the most recognizable landmarks in town. If you look really closely, you can even see her signature butterfly sitting atop the guitar itself. Now, there are also some murals throughout the downtown area that highlight pieces of her story, including the one that's dedicated to Red's Cafe, a place she used to visit when she was young. And while the original cafe is actually gone, this place here, Red's Soda Fountain on Court Street, plays tribute to the original soda shop with their 1950s decor and over-the-top floats. Now, the owners of Red's Cafe had taken over an old building and gave it a new life. By revitalizing the downtown area, many new businesses, restaurants, and places are coming back to the area. And I suspect strongly that Dolly Parton had a lot to do with it, not only because of her park, but also because of her influence in the entire area. And here's another interesting connection. While Dolly Parton has never had an official role in the management of the Great Smoky Mountain National Park, her connections to it do run deep through culture and the support that she has provided and personal ties to the area. Her song, My Tennessee Mountain Home, helped shape how millions of people imagine the Smokies, turning the region into something nostalgic before they even arrived. And over the years, she has been an advocate for the park. She has been a spokesman here and there as part of the park's attempt to support conservation. And a big one was wildfire recovery efforts in the East Tennessee area, most notably through fundraising and relief programs after the 2016 Gatlinburg fires, where many people suffered great devastating losses after that fire. And here's another side note, we'll call it that. For those of you who've ever traveled and experienced other national parks through the U.S., you might have noticed a striking difference between the Smokies and what many others have to offer around the parks. Where most national parks are tucked away from major cities and attractions, the Smokies are uniquely close to all of the businesses and the cities in the area. You can't exactly stumble out of a hotel into the Yellowstone, or you certainly cannot listen to live music and enjoy dinner right next to the redwoods forest. In fact, it's good luck finding anything right next to most of these national parks. Even the Grand Canyon sits miles away from any kind of major tourism infrastructure that you see here. But the Smokies are different. Places like Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge sit literally on the edge of the park, and they're packed with attractions, restaurants, and places to stay. That kind of setup is just incredibly rare for a national park, and it does make you wonder, what helped drive that kind of growth? How did this area, this specific park, become one of the most accessible national park destinations in the country? And it's really hard not to think that Dolly, through Dollywood and everything connected to it, has at least played a part in bringing people here and giving them a reason to stay. Now, outside of the park itself, Dolly Parton has also been deeply involved in her charitable work, and one of the most meaningful contributions is the Imagination Library. And the idea was simple but powerful: provide free books to young children to encourage a love of reading. So what started as a local effort has grown into an international program, and its roots are firmly planted in East Tennessee. This program has helped provide over 270 million books to children around the world. And her influence has extended into healthcare and education. Partnerships tied to her name have helped elevate pediatric care in different regions. Her foundation has supported scholarships and education opportunities for local families. And these efforts don't always get the same attention as Dollywood, but for many people in the area, they are even more important than any park could ever be. And what makes Dolly Parton's story in the Smokies so unique is it's not just about where she came from, it's about what she chose to do with those connections. She didn't just leave and become a successful singer somewhere else. She built something that continued to benefit the place she started from. In the end, her legacy in the Smoky Mountains isn't just found in a statue or a theme park. It's found in the opportunities she helped create, the traditions she helped preserve, and the ways that she made sure that the culture of the Smoky Mountains wasn't just remembered, but experienced by millions of people every year. I hope this video helped you plan your visit to the Smoky Mountains. You're getting an honest review from our personal experiences, but facts and things change, so please keep us in the loop if you learn anything new and want to share your experiences in the comments. Thanks again for visiting us at Bare Facts of the Smoky Mountains. Please click that like button and subscribe to our channel.